More or Nothing.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of More or Nothing. We're at the Hen and Chicken in Bristol. They very kindly welcomed us, Ryan, Max and myself. Later on in the show, well, we'll be catching up with the future of Fijian rugby in the form of Selestino Ravitaumada and Simione Kuruvoli. But first things first, I know. Can we just explain, Max, what's going on? No, explain what's going on. Ryan's up in our grill now.
Everyone just needs to relax.
No, everyone relax.
What is wrong with you? You're obsessed with like getting in all the cameras. You're worried that I'm worried that you.
Also, how good does my product placement?
Mate, product
I look
placement.
stashed
Where
up.
did you get that from?
You gifted it to me 5 minutes before the pod. And I'm really enjoying it.
What is going on? Like, listen, the bloke out the back, very nice.
Okay.
Max was meant to organise.
I was meant to
this
organise.
venue.
Obviously, my conscientious skills aren't the best. I did do my best.
Aren't the best. It's
but the
fucking
borough is
out
a
there,
statement. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
But so Borough, we went to book Borough North Street.
Yeah.
One of the leading eateries, cafes, brunch spots in Bristol.
I could fucking tell because it was
On North
absolutely
Street,
packed.
absolute mosh pit.
No
A little bit
space.
cozy. Yeah, it was a tin of sardines with all the cameras, etc. And we
Yeah.
were obviously going to have vulgar, profane talk from yourself. But then you've managed to find this place. Kindly, on a whim, you've literally found this place.
I knocked on the window at 11:30.
They've let us in.
Shout
and
to the
then
bloke.
You're complaining about the sound of the dishwasher.
Listen, the Hen and Chicken, lovely pub. And
Someone put a leash on this guy.
yeah,
Right.
we're excited. But Max's poor planning and preparation again, because
Poor planning leads. What's that saying?
piss poor planning leads to poor performance.
That's close. You paraphrase, but
Yeah,
not
that was-
quite. Yeah.
But yeah, we went in, myself and James, the producer, walked in and we were just like, surely not. There was a table at the back of the restaurant. And it looked lovely, you're right. The coffee was lovely. We had a coffee.
Did you?
Don't worry, I paid for it. And it was just a tiny little thing right at the back.
Yeah.
And we're, no, this is not doable. We're like, this has got Max written all over it. They were like, oh, is Jake coming? And we were like, that's not his name, but obviously it's Jake Heenan who owns the place, I guess. And we said, oh, well, we've got cameras coming. And they were like,
Yeah, I wasn't very
no
clear.
one's told us any of that. No one's told us
You
anything.
went, can we come and have a coffee?
He's booked.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he's
No.
booked
No.
to have a coffee.
No.
How many of you?
Get me a
3.
table.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
So that's why we're now sat in the Hen and Chicken.
Okay.
After me banging on the window looking like an alcoholic, it was pissing down. I stood in the thing just shouting, I want a beer, for a laugh. and then thankfully,
Alright,
James
fair.
here let us in. So
Good for
anyway,
you.
boys, we're here. We're back together. And you've cheered up suddenly. Right at the beginning, when we started this, I was worried about you.
No, you should still be worried about me.
Oh, no.
No, I'm
why?
joking. I'm fine.
Where have you been, though, Max? Where did you
So
go?
we went to beginning of the week we went to Cardiff for a sort of first day of the week down at the Vale where Welsh rugby train out of. Stayed the night down at the Clayton Hotel. Went to a churrascaria for some very, very sad beef. Sad cow. Those churrascarias are
We've
absolute
worked out the
beta E.
name now.
coli.
One of these all you can eat.
Right, and your dad had been there before.
Yeah, he had, yeah.
Oh, it was that one.
It was one of those in Glasgow, yeah.
Yeah, mate,
And
it's like-
he ate the chicken hearts.
Yeah, no, you can see there's like all sorts of madness could be in there.
Instantly out the other end, shat all up the back of the toilet
Yeah,
and
it's
had
like-
to take his shirt off after shitting on his shirt.
Yeah, like that scene out of Bridesmaids.
He's wearing a long shirt, wasn't that the description? And what did he do? What did your beautiful, wonderful father do? Some collateral damage from what was already a bad situation in the toilet. What happened?
So he said to the waiter, oh, I think there's been a bit of an accident, and I'm pretty sure it's that old man over there I saw coming out of the toilet.
That's good from him, though.
That's just so hard.
Where with some of the boys, and they were dying, but yeah, it was a horrific scene. But yeah, I suppose that's what you get for all you can eat, isn't it?
Max, run us through what happened. You got the axe.
Got the axe. You know how it is.
Well, how was it? Like, did he pull you in his office? Was it just
Yeah,
one of
it was
those
just a bit
ones? Was it one in part? You know, when the coach comes down, everyone's like warming up, and he's picking people left, right, centre, and everyone's
Yeah,
like,
100%. So I'm in the gym, tap on the shoulder, he lets me know. I'm like, fair enough, understand that decision. But yeah, it just kind of sets your week up in a sort of sad way, doesn't it? But such is life. That's the nature of the game.
Now have you got the hunger to be like, right, I'm not having that again?
Yeah, exactly. Potentially, it was just that he's just trying to get a reaction out of me. So we'll see what happens.
everyone here, we all go through it. We all go through it. But sometimes, right, after people have been dropped, do you always question the story from the person? For example, someone will be like, oh, I've not been dropped because I was shit. It's because they want to give someone else an opportunity, That annoys
that
me.
does.
I don't like that. Oh, give an opportunity to other mate when you're actually like, oh, you were a bit shit at the weekend. You know?
You weren't your best.
Yeah, so are you sure it's opportunity or is it because you were shit?
Yeah, that does.
You get those, but you also get people going, yeah, and I fucking told him this back. You're like, you didn't really say that.
Yeah, but I find with pro athletes, you want to be Bruce Willis and Die Hard. You don't want to be one of the Austrian henchmen who gets shot in like scene 1.
What a good way to.
Do you know what I mean? That's why athletes do that. So they have to change the narrative to suit their story.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the only way to sort of stay motivated and believe you're still the man.
Maybe that's it.
Do you think there's an element of that?
Yeah, I think there is. Yeah. But I think you were...
Oh, no, I'm too old now to believe I'm still Bruce Willis and Die Hard.
Yeah.
Hang on. Have you ever seen... If it happens during training, right? Have you ever seen it kind of escalate?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Go on,
they're
give
flying
me an
around
example.
training like crazy people.
Yeah. So either flying around or even straight up disagree. Have we had a disagreement with a coach out loud?
It depends on your relationship with the coach, but I've seen guys who have been with a coach for a long time and treat them more like a paternal figure than a professional employer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then once that relationship's established, then the lack of an emotional sort of screen, if you like, is gone. So you can see players sort of and coaches flying into each other with more sort of gusto. Yeah. But if it's someone who's just got there, there's a more of a professional sort of courtesy.
But you also know the player at hand, like how they're going to react.
Yeah.
Like there's some players that get dropped and they're out there absolutely taking people's heads off. There's some people that come down and just don't train.
Wait, who was the person you were scared of in your career of them getting dropped? Because you're like, oh, don't come in and do that shit.
Tom Dunn.
George Turner.
Yeah, both hookers. See, crazy.
Yeah.
Mate, Tom Dunn was a maniac if he got dropped.
Yeah.
Maniac. He would just maim you in training. I mean, he sort of did that already, but mate,
It goes to
that head's
another
that
level.
shape, not because it was naturally that way. It's because it's just hypertrophied from multiple contusions of contact, head first into everything.
Yeah, George Turner was the same.
Yeah.
Or he still is the same.
Stay away from that guy when he's angry.
Because there's an element of psychology from the coaches as well. Are they watching very intently
100%.
what your reaction is?
I'd say. Obviously, there's some coaches who are like off you. And then, yeah, you're out the team for the rest of the season. But then other times it's like, okay, I'm going to do this week, get him back for this week. He'll give me this reaction. I feel like that happens a lot.
What's it like though, somewhere like Bristol, you've got 8 or 9 props competing for 2 positions.
Yeah.
There's certainly more than just a couple of you going for it. How difficult is it to get yourself back in the reckoning?
We'll start with you got 2 guys who are established internationals. So they sort of already have massive credit in the bank. So it's difficult because you're not judged on how you train. Even if you train the house down against someone like that, it's about how you perform on the weekend. And these guys have already done it for England, Lions, etc. So they already are sort of in that domain of probably going to start as a mainstay of the team. And then the rest of us, the absolute maggot bride, the mixed veg, we go tooth and claw and try and kill each other.
You are not mixed veg. You've had
not mixed veg.
Yeah.
But sorry, the other guy, yeah, that's
bin juice.
Yeah, a little bit of bin juice. No, like tainted broccoli at the bottom of the bin.
Are there rotating coaches and are there axing coaches?
Yeah, so Mike Ford was a full Sir John rotator, but that's also because we had just mental depth at that team. I think that was when like salary caps were sort of flirted with, the boundaries of which were blurred. The golden era of Prem Rugby. I'm not sure how he had so many props, because it was like everyone was so interchangeable because everyone was so proficient. So you had the rotation there, whereas with Bristol, there's more of a sort of discrepancy between the sort of top of the roster and the bottom of it. And like a lot of young players still learning the position.
Well, that's the Premiership now.
Yeah,
that is basically
that's
the
Prem
now.
So you have less of that sort of ability to rotate squads because the squads are getting bigger, and then you've got more battlers involved.
Ryan, what about you? How was your week? We saw you dancing around with Shane Williams.
Yeah, life as a pundit. It was fun. It was good. Did the game, lovely, and then stayed in Bristol, and then shot back up. And did you see my wholesome day with the family?
Yeah.
Another wholesome day.
It was properly wholesome. Stopped at the garage, bought some wood. Beck's like, what is going on? Like, and I was like, no, just trust me. Got to Loch Lomond, made a fire, s'mores, bacon rolls on the beach. Everyone was freezing cold. I was in my element.
That is cool.
And then I had
That's
a
lovely.
dip in the loch naked.
Why
I was
did
like,
you
I'm
do
going
that?
in. I'm going in. And then I was down to my pants. And they're like, oh, and then I just pulled my pants. I was like, oh, Dad, what are you doing? And then, in I went, naked. Because you got...
Yeah, it's primal.
Yeah, it is. There's
Yeah.
something about it.
Absolutely.
There is
Nothing
something
quite
about
like skinny dipping.
Oh, it was lovely. And so then, a proper wholesome Sunday, actually.
That sounds actually quite dreamy.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice up there.
How was working with Shane Williams?
Yeah, good. Nice bloke. Tom Shanklin, Shane Williams. That's it. I'm doing the rounds now, aren't I? I'm kind of right pundit.
How's the head about the rugby?
Still
You
like...
still feel a bit strange.
Yeah, just very strange.
A stranger
Like,
in your own
and
life.
it's almost like when they ask, oh, like, no, you didn't. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not. I'm not retired. I'm still looking. And they're like, what? Yeah, still looking to play. No one seems to believe it. I don't know if it's because it's quite good working for Fireplay and doing all the stuff, and I've got a few gigs for TNT. I think a lot of people are like, oh, that's good, but I've still got this desperation. Still got the itch. So anyone out there?
But you're not getting crazy.
I'm not. No. Because I'm so busy. I'm not losing my mind yet. I don't think. But it's hard. I've got to work out how to just finish punditry and just disappear. But I'm very sociable. So the first thing I think is like today, for example.
What do you mean finish punditry and disappear?
Well, because everyone just goes in their car, drives home, and goes home and goes to bed. Whereas because I'm away, I'm like, I'm not gonna. I hate being on my own. So the last thing I want to do is go and sit in a hotel on my own, right?
Okay.
So I'll go and meet one of the boys or catch up with someone. Like, for example, today, I have to go, so I'm doing the URC launch tomorrow, and I've got to go to Cardiff tomorrow, and I'll be going to Cardiff tonight. But Max doesn't know yet. I'm spending the rest of the afternoon with him on his day off.
Also, is the line of questioning for Max, what are you doing today, knowing he's got his day off, and being like, oh, great.
Yeah, you said chill. I said, perfect. That's what I want to do, chill.
Which is exactly what Max's missus is keen on doing with Ryan.
So
today.
me, you, and Lou are just going to chill at the house. Watch a couple of films, maybe cook a little bit of dinner. I can't wait. Next week, by the way, I think that I'm going to be a pioneer of the punditry world in rugby. There could be something special coming, boys. I've just got my creative brain, my creative juices flowing.
Oh, yeah.
And I've thought of some good ideas. Just getting a couple more bits along the line, but keep an eye out for some pioneer of the punditry world.
Dreamy.
Yeah.
There's gonna
Self-proclaimed.
It's never been done in rugby, what I'm about to do.
Let's quickly talk about the Prem. Lots of games.
Get it?
Very good. I actually thought you were shushing me. I was like, motherfucker, shut up. But yeah, let's actually start with that. In a weekend of Scottish fly halves doing lots of amazing things. Obviously, Finn, Ben Healy as well with that ice cold drop goal, and Finn Smith, who has, I think, Scottish grandparents pulling the strings for the Saints. But let's start with the Finn Russell shush.
Imagine that was Sexton. Imagine that was Owen Farrell.
Yeah, it wouldn't be quite as
Which
charming.
wouldn't happen.
It's weird, isn't it?
No, but even if they did it, it just wouldn't be quite as charming, would it? There's it was quite endearing.
And you know the shit that that lot of Gloucester will have been giving him from the sideline. Right?
Yeah, but I feel like when Finn plays, you watch him, he looks like he seems to be enjoying it. He takes it a bit less seriously than those two.
Yeah. Well, so is that why? Is that why everyone was like, how good? I mean, even some of the Gloucester fans on for what the comments and stuff were like, and I'm a Gloucester fan, but I love that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like proper shithousery.
Yeah, I mean, it went completely viral, which is what rugby needs in this.
But the shed
it's
is
opening
like,
up. That's what
the shed's always been like, with all that. They love a sledge, so they just love getting it back as well.
Yeah. But they would have been hammering him for the sideline, and that's why he's giving it. And the best bit about it is he did it when they were behind as well.
Yeah.
In the end, they were just better, weren't they? Bath just had so much up front. Give Finn front football, give him time on that ball. He's in a TARDIS when he's got the ball in hand.
So good.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, what makes it so difficult to defend against someone like Finn Russell? apart from obviously tricks and things that happen at the last moment. But why, from a forwards perspective, is he just so hard to read?
He's got like real good awareness of the space around him. He takes it to the line. I think it's the taking it to the line at the last second decision making just makes defenders make decisions
He
around
can
him.
froth a ball off of us and like from there and have it 30 metres across the field within 2 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Finn Smith.
He was good. What about him getting face kicked? You see that?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
It wasn't a red though, it was a yellow. Because he's dropping backwards and he's just counterbalancing his weight and he puts his foot up, absolutely judo chops.
Yeah, but a lot of people
In the
going,
mush.
he's looking straight at him. But but when you're up
because
there and
obviously he looks that. Yeah, because where's his eyes going to go after he's caught
once
the
you've
ball?
caught it,
Back
straight
down.
ahead of you to see what's happened. Yeah,
You're
I
looking
agree.
for the defence.
I agree, but then it's hard, isn't it? I mean,
But yeah,
has
fair
the
play.
player run into his boot or has he put his boot in the player's face? Probably the other way around. So, yeah, like we like to do on this podcast, just bring everything down a level. So bring it down. Yellow card.
Yellow.
If you're Finn Smith,
Yes.
do you look at sort of
The England queue.
the England queue
Yes.
and
you
the
do.
Scotland queue, and do you go,
Who do I pick?
who do I pick?
Of course he does.
Yeah, but who
Who would you pick?
I go Scotland.
Yeah,
I would obviously go Scotland because,
he can be the next Finn Russell.
but money talks, baby. 25 G's a game.
What does
Not
what
25
does
Hmm.
anymore.
What? They brought it down, have they? After they were so shit.
Why'd you whisper that under the breath, you massive knob?
Man, you got a mic. You got a mic on there. Can you hear?
He whispers it like we can't fucking hear. You still get money for playing for Scotland.
No.
I'm joking. Yeah, it's not to do with money, is it? But like
I need a
realistically,
fiddle
like,
sign.
is that what you?
Yeah, I need a
Did
fiddle
you want to
sign.
play with that?
I wanted a fiddle sign. No, I think
That is actually really good.
really
by the way.
cathartic.
Look, put it in, and you can actually undo it.
Oh god, that's
Zip tie
so
you can
good.
undo.
It does.
Go on, pull it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that feels
I
right.
know. And usually
so
you get to that
fucking
point, you're
weird.
like, you usually get to that point, you're like, oh, fucked it now, I can't play with it
Oh,
anymore.
I love fiddling with things.
But now you can.
Anyway, sorry. Finn Smith definitely. I think he would go
Oh,
for
are
Scotland.
both his grandparents Scottish?
I think his parents both have Scottish accents. Dare I say it? I'll have to check that.
Has he got a Scottish accent?
No.
His grandfather played for Scotland.
Well, there you are then. Yeah, 100% Scotland all day. If your grandparents play for Scotland, I mean, who's he sit behind? Ben Healy, Finn Russell. How old is he?
Adam Hastings,
He's only
maybe.
21, isn't he?
Adam Hastings, but he's sort of been out of it for a while now.
Haystow, he's injured again.
Yeah.
England, who have they got at 10?
Owen Farrell, George Ford, Marcus Smith.
Marcus Smith, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too much, but I would welcome him to Scotland. Finn Smith, come on.
Come and be the next Finn.
Come to Scotland. You'll love it. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Who's top of the league? Quins, absolutely fine.
Who called it?
Who another call?
Yeah, Leicester away. That is a big win with
That
everyone
is a
back.
massive win.
Jasper Wiese, Andre Pollard did their best to understeady that shit, but Marcus Smith, Joe Marler, Danny Kerr coming on later. Dino Lamb's been on fire since he got back.
Was Esterhazen back?
Yeah, he came off the bench, I'm pretty sure.
Did he?
Yeah. Big Dre. But yeah, man.
That's huge, eh? That's like
that's
a
a
turning
statement.
point in the
That's a
season.
statement.
That's like
That's a
right,
statement win. Yeah, Welford,
we're here for the season, boys.
Mate, Welford rode away. Huge effort.
Should we talk about Henry Arundell? Henry VIII, they're calling him,
Let's talk about...
Why Henry VIII?
because he scored 8 tries in how many games? 3 games.
Well, technically, 8 tries in 2. If you forget the third place playoff, he scored 5 against Chile and hat-trick on his debut for Racing, but in a pretty difficult away game at Toulon.
He's got to be starting for England when they come back, hasn't he?
He can play in the Six Nations, that's it. And then after that...
What? Why can he
Because-
play in the Six Nations?
Jack Willis was able to play, remember, this year's Six Nations because
Wasps.
Wasps went down, but he can't play in next year's. They've got a 12-month period in which they remain eligible.
Well, there you go then.
From when they go into administration.
Does he have to play though? Let's play devil's advocate because England don't seem to be getting the balls to the edge at all. Henry Arundell's firmly a guy who does well with ball in hand as a winger. He's not like a kind of off the ball industry merchant like Chris Ashton was, or
Yeah, but I reckon
you have to get the ball to him.
Yeah, I reckon he could be though, couldn't he? Like, because he's so young. Strong and he's so, but crazy to think that, so he can play in this Six Nations, but he potentially can't play after if he stays down at Racing.
But yes, he's an outstanding athlete, complete freak show. He's got massive glutes and hamstrings.
It makes me think of Jason Robinson a bit in that sort of
like
low centre of
real like aggressive, I'm killing the grass kind of running style.
Yeah.
Is he Billy Whiz though? That's a big shout. History will tell us. But can you imagine being Henry Arundell right now? Though you're in Paris, you're in France, and the top 14 are probably the best time it's ever had. I'd say it's at the height of popularity as a sport. You're 21.
He's definitely on 6 figs easy.
Euros than
he needs to start Six Nations. Have him starting.
He has to start.
Has to start.
No, I agree. I think he has to start. I think it's just the most interesting, isn't it?
It's weird, isn't it?
Does England right now doesn't have like an out and out sort of destructor back like he is. Like he's a game breaker. Like he can do it from anywhere.
We need to get him on the show.
Okay, cool. I'm down.
Are you going to get him?
No, of course not. Why are you asking?
You still a queue of people still waiting.
You surely got better links into him than me.
Okay, I'll message you.
Again, he's only 21 as well. Like when these people come around, do you realise that when somebody comes in and you go, this one is just, and you're all elite athletes, but this one is just better. Like who's the last one you've come across where you're like, fuck, you're just so good?
I think when I joined the Irish Academy with Jonathan Joseph, and he started in the Premiership at like 19, and he was just doing mad things to like multi-capped internationals at that age. I was like, he's just gifted.
For me, most recent one for me, Rory Dodge. But more so because you look at him, he's unassuming. You're like, how are you doing the things you're doing? And he's been incredible. Oh, boys, I nearly missed the flight. How I made the flight here today, I don't know.
Did you see his text, Max?
Do you reply to group messages?
Nah.
Do you read the group messages?
I do.
It's unbelievable. Like,
I
I put something in the group,
I wrote in the group last night.
And when he writes, I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Max is right.
It's like that classic, you do it all in one go, and then you're like done for 6 months.
Yeah, like blows his load. He's like, fucking done now.
My stance on things like WhatsApp is unbelievable. Because you imagine back in the day when you didn't have a phone, and then everything on your phone's vying for your attention now. And people think they can just get your attention by sending you a message.
Hold on, what do I send you?
A siren. He sends me a siren emoji. It pisses me off so much. And I'm like, this is actually barbaric. Like, people think they could just get your attention, like, in this space and time, in that moment. Like, you're meant to concentrate on that person because he sent you a message.
Or send you flashing red sirens.
Fuck off.
Do you know, he does that, and then he keeps going, and then when it gets to the ultimate point, he then rings me and goes, your turn now.
Right,
phone
I
don't want to be part of your... He literally goes, phone Max.
I send red sirens, and then I put the message, and then I put red sirens, because I think he'll see the red sirens and be like, this must be important, and then he just leaves it.
Yeah, but all you're doing is psyching him out.
Nah, well, maybe just switch off to everyone else, but reply to me when we're trying to build this wonderful show.
Everyone's... Yes, I understand that. But you understand my point of view?
I sort of do, yeah. But I'm just. I suppose I'm a different.
My biggest intrusive thought is when I'm walking over the bridge to Wapping Wharf from my house on Coronation Road. Right, go across the Avon. I just want to lob my phone into the inky black abyss,
That's a thing.
Just so I can't ever see it again. I hate it.
I'm still getting hold of
energy. I know you'd send like a messenger pigeon, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he finds different ways. No, but honestly, when that text came in today. And we were like, I was running around trying to get the kids to school and everything, like being like, I'm going to be late. And then saw your text, which was stuck in traffic when your flight was leaving 40 minutes later.
Oh, mate, I can only imagine your anxiety. Yours is worse than mine. Mine's bad being late. I'm always late. Can you imagine my lifespan's been decimated by my anxiety?
Yeah, you're always late.
And I'm like an anxious person for being late, but I just put myself in that situation anyway.
That's it, Mike.
What sort of madness is that?
Do you wake up late?
No, my perception of time is just a bit different, I think.
The flip side of that, which I found, is when you're early for stuff, it's so boring. It's like you're just kicking around waiting for people who are late.
Very true. Well, yeah. It's literally our story.
This is the cycle we speak of as
Ryan, we mentioned weekend of Scottish fly halves, Finn Russell, Finn Smith. See what we're doing subliminally, making him even more Scottish, even though he is obviously through his grandparents. Ben Healy, ice cold drop goal for Edinburgh to beat URC leaders Connacht, or at the time URC leaders Connacht, previously unbeaten.
Yeah, they hadn't lost. They had the penalty anyway. They pulled it back, Edinburgh, and to be fair to them, they got a good win. But I mean, he had a penalty in front of the post, so it didn't really matter.
But this is the problem with having Ryan on, Max, is when we talk about things like Scotland, it's fine. When we talk about things like Edinburgh, it's like I'm mentioning an ex-girlfriend he hates or something.
Yeah, but it's in my blood, isn't it? It's like punditry.
Yeah, they won. Easy. We would have won 4 times.
It's like the punditry stuff though. It's hard because you like I still say we as in Glasgow, and I found Shane Williams saying we about Ospreys. That made me feel better. But when you're commentating on teams, like I can only imagine the day I come up to commentate when it's Munster playing. I don't know how that's going to go because it's in my blood. It's ingrained in me.
My first game guest commentating against was Bristol versus Leicester, and I've caught myself doing that way too much. But then my most recent time when it was Bristol versus Saracens, I'd escaped it. I'd managed to look at it very objectively and glorify both players on either side.
I've been told off for like shouting and going, "Go on!"
Yeah,
and
like grunting into the microphone.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds so bad.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, no, it's so bad, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll tell you more importantly, my dark horse team that I said about, Treviso, unbeaten, the only unbeaten team. I think, that's a rugby brain right there.
Quick words on how badly the Sharks are doing. Have you noticed they are rock bottom?
Yeah, not very good. The Hollywood Bet Sharks.
Yeah, that's a strange name.
That is a strange name, isn't it? That's sponsored.
Hollywood Bet Shark. What does that envision when you see that, though? I just see a shark, like, gambling. Like, what do you think when you say a Hollywood
I just see the Hollywood sign. That's all I see straight away. So, yeah.
And, like, maybe a shark swimming through a Hollywood sign in an aquarium.
Yeah, but I mean...
with, like, a roulette table.
You put it this way, Maul or Nothing show, we would happily have a sponsor right at the front of it, wouldn't we? The Hollywood
Maul
or Nothing show. Yeah. So any sponsors out there?
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
Oh, you take it for the money.
So we've got a brand new feature this week, something that Ryan is almost giddy about. The excitement of the Rumour Maul. Pretty simple, really. We've been asking you to send in rugby gossip, rugby thoughts, anything that may or may not be true, hopefully is true, that you've heard about that's happened at your club, at your local club, or that you've heard along the Rumour Maul. Send it in, and then we will read them out. And we haven't looked at these before, so we'll get the unfiltered reaction that we're looking for.
That is a really important part. So myself and Max have received these. We've got an email. We've got our first email, guys. High fives all around. First email. I'll find out who he is in a minute, and we'll give him a shout out. What an absolute legend. Our first email. I'm so proud the email has worked. But what's really important to know here is we have not read these. We've gone in blind. We were sending them off to the producer.
He's printed them out.
And he's printed them out. So these are the first time we've read them.
All right, I'll do the honours.
It's the Rumour Maul on Maul or Nothing.
Our loose head pulled last Saturday night. He waited for the lady to fall asleep.
Oh, no.
And he didn't want the awkwardness in the morning. He's squeezed out but can't find the front door key. So he's climbed out the kitchen window into the garden. He's then climbed onto the roof of the garage to get into the alley behind. No idea why he didn't use the gate. Being a larger gentleman, he's fallen through the garage roof. He's then had to stack a load of furniture up to escape back through the hole in the roof and made his escape down the alleyway. The only issue he had was that he left his club tie on the floor in his bedroom, so he's waiting for the lady to contact the club to fix the roof. That could happen easily.
I love that he's come through and then he's like, fuck, I can't get back up. So then he's spending trying to get back up and out.
I'd be so like rattled if I broke someone's garage roof though.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do then? You just leg it?
Yeah,
you have to leg it there.
But I think I wouldn't worry about Well, I suppose the club
And the
tie
club tie
is
is easy.
a
That's an easy Sherlock
big
Holmes
clue,
clue.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Big clue. But is she going to contact the club about a garage roof?
Well, a garage roof's that fragile these days. He must have been a big truck.
I'd blame a builder, personally.
Oh, so should we turn this around to cowboy builders? The moral of this story, don't use checker trade.
Yeah.
Don't use cowboy builders.
Mybuilder.com. This is a very short one. HH5EY. Hey, Bob Andrews. This is just this is the quote.
Okay.
Bob Andrews, Gordano RFC, thirds. Can't be very good. Large animal. Ref, stop the game. I've just eaten shit.
Is that would there be playing fields here that potentially moonlight as an area where dogs might wander?
Did you ever play at Rotherham?
Yeah, I would have played it.
I'm pretty sure we've all eaten shit when we played that place. I'm almost 100% certain.
Ref, stop the game. I've just eaten shit.
That's something you don't want to hear on a rugby field.
Yeah. Bob Andrews, mate. Must
I
take
feel
it
for
what-
you. No one wants a puppy mouth.
Yeah, but he's obviously just come out and been like, I'm just telling people this because it's happened. Poor bloke.
This is from Hoppy. .1213 on the
know
bus back after a game, one of the boys took a wedding ring off another lad and shoved it up his arse.
That's good crack.
Literally good.
Whose wedding ring?
Who's asking whose wedding ring?
On the
Let
bus
us know.
back after a game, one of the boys took a wedding ring off another lad and shoved it up his arse.
I like that. Succinct, brutal, and effective.
Great story. Great times.
Yeah, that's short, sharp. We like that. That's. I mean, is it okay? I don't know.
Yeah, he took it off.
Yeah,
the
he
geezer,
took someone
up
else's
your
wedding
arse.
ring and shoved it up his own bumhole.
The symbol of your dedication to your significant other. He's put it straight up there. A ring within a ring.
Well, and as Max said, great crack.
Did they call him Lord of the Rings after? Dad joke.
All right, here we go.
The ringmaster.
Slow it down a bit. I just want to
Okay.
enjoy it.
This one's from Odd Git. Scene is set. It's Leeds Uni rugby initiation, circa 2002-2003.
Oh, nice. I like that we got the date.
They handed a friend of mine a dead trout.
20 years ago.
A dead trout. Fucking trouts, they stink. Have you ever seen a dead trout?
Depends how long it's been
Mate,
dead
they're
for.
horrible.
How
Anyway,
long's it been dead for? But yeah.
he bit the head off of it.
Oh,
Straight up.
Straight up. Wait,
Can you imagine? I've never seen anyone do that.
Is that the equivalent of going into prison and
be fair-
beating up the biggest guy up front?
It'd be,
straight away?
no, you would have immortality
how big is
in a rugby club.
trout? Where's it-
If you grabbed a good-sized trout and just bit the fucking head off it, you're setting yourself up for some greatness. Thenceforth. He was nicknamed the Animal. To commemorate this, he got a tattoo of the Looney Tunes character, the Tasmanian Devil, holding a rugby ball and a fish. That is unique. Imagine going to the tattooist, be like, yeah, I need a Taz with a rugby ball and a fish. Only the rugby ball looks like a frying pan. So it looks like he's got Taz trying to fry a trout. So he got a Taz.
How does it look like a trout? It just looks like
It just looks like a fish. So it looks like Taz is trying to fry a fish. Legend. No, I like that one.
Hey
That's good.
Bay Toller. HB Toller. Guy at our club thought all wheelchair rugby players originally got hurt from playing rugby.
No.
Wait, he believes that every wheelchair rugby player got paralysed playing rugby.
That's sort of like what you had to do. You had to get hurt playing rugby to be a wheelchair. Hold on.
No.
So guy at our club thought all wheelchair rugby players originally got hurt from playing rugby. He thought rugby had some sky-high paralysation rate.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
What a moron.
That's fucking brilliant.
That one got you, hey? That one really got you.
That is class.
Hey, Bay Toller.
Right.
That's tickled me. I just believe it. Sorry.
That just can't get...
Yeah, go. I just believe it was that dangerous.
All right, Oaksy 28. Not the wildest, but one of my favourites. We reinitiated the lad after a year abroad. It was on a coach journey, so normal protocol would be introduction, strip naked, scull a pint, tell your first sexual experience, drink, tell a joke, drink, sing a song, drink, touch the back window, etc.
Hold on, stop there. You're reading it as if it's just nonchalant. Like, is that how it goes?
I think so. I mean, I feel that that's the vibe for Oaksy 28. Standard operating procedure is introduction, strip naked, scull a pint, tell your first sexual experience, drink, tell a joke, drink, sing a song, drink, touch the back window, etc.
What do you take from touch the back window? What does that mean to you? Because we know what that means. What does that mean to you?
Oh, you have to run the gauntlet, right?
Nailed it.
Bizarrely, we had that at school, but for no reason. It was just called the run.
So this isn't just rugby then?
You just run through and people just beat the shit out of you.
And how old were you?
13.
Naked.
I don't always have to be naked.
Well, they said naked.
Yeah, but fine. What's really annoying is I'm going to continue, and it said bollock naked. He jumped. It's fucking annoying. I hate it when Ryan's right. Bollock naked. He jumped into the overhead luggage area. Spider-Man crawling the length of the bus.
He can't be very big, can he? If he's going to fit in the luggage compartment.
No, he's between it.
Between it.
Skydiving.
Spider-Man crawling the length of the bus with his wedding tackle like a shark fin protruding from the water. The memory of it never fails to make me laugh. It was an ingenious way to touch the window without getting battered until he got to the back and the number 8 slapped his bell end.
Please tell me that's the end. Is that the end? What a way to finish it.
That's one of those rugby.
See, he found a way. He saw a gap and he took it. He naked
naked skydiving. You ever seen people do that before?
Yeah, but that's what's cool when you go down.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he was trying to cheat. But you would just be uppercutting, wouldn't you?
That's too far.
As a senior, you can't let that person reach the back of the bus. So you do whatever it takes.
No, he's proper purist.
I know.
You do whatever it takes.
And when you're asked why, you can't give an answer. You just can't let them get to the back.
You just can't.
The naked skydive is always quite funny when you see someone really go for it.
Yeah.
On a bus.
Because it all just hangs down.
Yeah, it's sort of just ludicrous. It looks weird. Like a butchery.
That's done now. Isn't it? Like that is like bus trips in professional rugby. That's done.
No, surely that's still going.
In professional rugby, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
No, it's done in professional.
You can't do that.
Oh, I doubt it.
You just wouldn't
not
see
in
it.
this world anymore.
Really?
No, you wouldn't see that anymore. Sadly. Maybe at uni and stuff it's still there.
It sounds like our dear South African friends still getting their
Saying
stuff
that,
going.
no, last year.
But the thing is, it's not for everyone.
Trip to Cape Town. It was still up
I don't
there.
need you to say no more.
Yeah, it was still up. It was up. It was still up there.
Say no more.
It was still up.
Say no more.
Go on, Max. Give me the next one. I've got one more, by the way.
Oh,
the
email one.
The email. Yeah. Please make sure you send into our email, which is maulornothingshow@mail.com. It's very handy. And thank you to our one and our first ever email. Oh, so proud. So proud. From Byron Gavin. Initiation, bird bath. Do you know what a bird bath is? I know what a bird bath is.
I've genuinely no idea, but my mind can go strange.
Go on then, just quickly. Where would you go with a bird bath? First thing, what is a bird bath?
I have no idea, but you filled up a bath with beer, somebody's naked, and somehow there are loads of birds in it. Is that true? Is that potentially...
No.
It's something to do with your scrotum.
Yeah, you stretch it out and drink out.
Oh, so I was way off. Yeah.
Hi, gents. Huge fan. Thanks, Byron.
Cheers, Byron.
Good lad.
Cheers, Byron. Good lad. In Oz, at a rugby club initiation, you have to do a
different
bird
name.
bath. Bird bath meaning after your first game, the prop gets his balls out,
With you guys.
Don't know why.
stretches
I don't do
the
this.
sack out to make a
I like
cup-sized
disclaimer. I've
shape,
never done this.
and the captain, only the captain, pours a shot of vodka in it that you have to drink. You've never heard that? Savage, but it did happen. That is, it's a good...
So have you
the
guys
first
heard
time-
of the bird bath? Have
Yeah.
you done the bird bath?
No, I haven't done it. I think I've seen...
I mean,
When I first heard the
When
bird
you
bath...
float it at the next team meeting.
No, the first bird bath I heard was from Chiefs, I think.
they've got a really, really big initiation.
Very,
that
very...
no one, it
you
never
know
gets out.
nothing.
And you never ever talk
League
about
of Shadows, they never talk about.
But like, even to the point where I'm like Johnny Gray, like, mate,
No,
I'll
completely
put this is going in
mysterious.
the vault. I'll never tell anyone who told me. I just want to know for my own. And no, can't tell you, mate. Cannot tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe something bad happens that like.
They're just like PTSD'd out there.
Yeah. Can't tell anyone that.
Yeah, but isn't it quite cool? It's like secret society shit.
No, I love it.
So you're getting bird bath by the prop,
Yeah,
although you
until-
think
yeah.
you'd love it. You'd be in your element.
Yeah.
Oh, another one.
Please stop. Oh, no.
Anyone got more vodka? Oh, I don't want it in a glass.
Oh, my goodness.
Get your nutsack out. Oh, God. Well, thank you.
Our Six Nations van's going to be called the Bird Bar.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether it's going to get us cancelled or not, but thank you so much to everyone for sending in these wonderful
That was
bits
actually
of
really fun.
rumours and
I
stuff,
really enjoyed it.
but, we'll have to cipher through what we can put in and we can't put in. But all we do know is Mark wears a cape, like soggy
A
biscuits,
cloak,
and,
like soggy
and
biscuits.
drinking vodka out of people's nutsacks.
You're right. You asked me earlier, why do I bother doing this when I should be doing the BBC? And it's a question I perennially ask myself.
Max, we just want to say a huge thank you again to our sponsor, that is Wolf Craig. Make sure you head over to the website at wolfcraig.com, where they've got loads of different things going on. They've got some Christmas specials in there, which I've seen in the office. A little cassette, right? And you pull it out, and you've got 4 different drinks: a gin, 35-year-old, 30-year-old, 14-year-old whiskey, and they're little shots that you pull out. So very nice little touch. Head over to wolfcraig.com to get yours, and also their 35-year-old blend's coming out soon. At where, Max?
Wolfcraig.com.
Right, now it's time to get up close and personal with the Fijian lads. Was a bit chaotic during filming, but yeah, it's the future of Fiji Rugby. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Maul or Nothing. And this week, well, we're your favourite Fijian podcast anyway, and we have got 2 of the boys here with us. Bula, bula, bula. Hello, boys. Selestino, Ravitaumada, and Simi Kuruvoli. Did I nail that?
Did he do it?
Max's turn, go!
Selestino Ravitaumada. Ravitaumada?
Correct.
Simi Kuruvoli.
And then
Kuruvoli.
our in-house Fijian man.
Ravitaumada Kuruvoli. Kere mga chinana. Bulavanaka Sayandra Nalangu Ryan Wilsoni. How good, eh, boys? This is it. I'm home. I'm back home. I know we're in Cardiff, but I'm home.
Good drive, wasn't it?
Like I feel like I'm going this way.
You're yeah.
Fuck you.
That's
with
it.
these
Look
boys.
how quickly he drops us.
I know.
As soon as the Fijian boys are here, we're just nothing to you.
Yeah.
Your side girls.
I just feel happy to have them. What's Fiji been like since the World Cup? Because you should have beaten England.
Yeah, 100.
Like, you should have beaten England. But to go as well as you did, like everyone, obviously Portugal, I've labelled it as you boys being Fijian, like just being nice and saying, okay, we'll let you have the win, but we're still going to go through. Like, that's just the Fijian way, and I love that from you boys. But boys, you should have been in the semis, eh?
Yeah.
What was Fiji like? Talk to me when you got back.
Right, we got off the airport, we thought we won gold for Fiji.
Really?
Was it mad?
Was it mad? Is it mad?
It was mad.
Like, oh,
From
sick.
the kids to the oldies.
But that's beautiful. That's what you want, eh? That's like, no matter what, like you've made Fiji proud, eh?
Class.
Imagine if you did win the World Cup. Kings forever.
Kings forever.
There's the goal.
Prime Minister will be like, yeah, get them one each car.
That's what they want, a free car. Guys just get a lease car. Well, because it was similar when then the boys won the first ever Olympic gold. So the $7 Fijian note, eh? Do you know some of the boys that are involved in that?
Yeah.
Like they're treated like kings now, eh?
But not now.
You guys are the new kings.
Describe to us what that World Cup campaign meant to people back home in Fiji.
It was special, man. You know, during our test match, everyone kind of,
Doubted us.
yeah, everyone doubted the team. Like they said on my Facebook, this team won't reach the,
Won't even reach
Yeah.
the quarters.
won't even reach the quarters. And then that word motivates us to, you know, to play hard and and yeah, we play hard for our families.
How but genuinely, like when you go back, like how important is it for Fiji to see the Flying Fijian do well? Like it's so important back for all your little towns and all your little villages back in Fiji. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we made history on the way, beating England first, and the Aussies in the. No offense to my Aussie brothers here. Yeah, but because rugby in Fiji is huge. Beating those tier 1 nations meant a lot to us.
And you beat the English first time in 69 years.
Yeah.
And then obviously beating Australia. Talk to us about Australia.
It was massive, right? Just thinking about all the people at home watching, getting up early.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Missing work, missing school.
Missing school. The people in the village lifting up the generator to look for a good connection just to watch us.
Yeah, how good is that, eh?
And the players having pride in wearing the white jersey.
We'll go through a couple of the experiences in the World Cup, but we called it the most classically Fijian performance of all time, where against Portugal, you made the world happy by qualifying, but also letting Portugal get their first ever win at a World Cup. How did it feel for you guys?
What did Big Simon say after that?
First up, we thought we didn't qualify.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you came in and thought you'd fucked it?
After the final whistle, I was in the stand and I didn't play. I was crying.
Oh, no, really?
We had no idea
Until someone came back into the change room
and said that we qualified for
forget about the loss.
Okay.
And what, that was it? Like, woo! Just lost against Portugal, but then celebrating. That's unbelievable. Do you reckon was that a tactic? He didn't tell, because I'm guessing you boys hadn't really looked into it. You just thought we need to win, and we just need to win the game.
Because the goal for that week was just to win.
Yeah.
And get confidence for the quarters, and obviously we lost. Yeah, the rest was history.
Oh damn! See, we saw it as you boys
just
being
nice,
Fijian.
yeah,
like,
boys. We'll do just enough, so everybody's.
Did you see the Portuguese boys like meeting Ronaldo and
They
that was all. That was all you boys.
Yeah.
That was all you. They would have met Ronaldo. Ronaldo came
down. Yeah, to come and meet them and everything. They came back to Portugal, and the airport
Kings.
is like absolutely banging because they got this win thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
So kind, the
You're
Fijians.
welcome,
They're just.
Portuguese people.
Yeah, there you are. There you have it. You are welcome.
What's been the main difference from your perspective? I mean, you're both young guys, but from what you've heard from those who've been at previous World Cups, why was this one different? Why was this Fijian side so much more prepared, it felt like, than previous World Cups?
I think it started from day one. We went to the village in Taverni. No one knows each other really well until we get into the camp.
And that's what Simon has said. He's like, he wanted people to remember why you do what you do, and why you were back, home in the villages and going up together and singing and all that wonderful footage that came out. But is that how you felt as well?
Yeah. It got us really tight as a group, knowing where we come from, especially seeing the people in the village, what they do, and what they do, early in the mornings or
late at night to watch the games, and we it gave us a feeling on, especially because every time we get a call for national duty, we just go to the hotel, stay in the room on our phones, no talk, no nothing, just next day meet in the meeting room, train, come back. But the first day in Taverni was whole different.
There was no
players everywhere, sleeping next to each other
on the floor.
On the floor,
On the floor, right.
But that's like when you were kids, right? Yeah. That's what you do as kids. I remember going to Leonie Nakarawa's family's house, and all the kids were just sleeping on the floor.
That's class.
So taking you back to the days when that's what it was like, eh?
like the days how we started playing.
Yeah. How special is that? That is so good.
It was so good, especially experiencing that. Unless till we are on a professional level now, we get to experience what we came through.
Don't change.
What you came
Don't change.
Yeah.
Don't change.
Always remember that.
Yeah.
Experience what you came from.
Exactly.
So good. Especially when you've got that view of hindsight. Now that you're both season pros.
They were probably my most
So
favourite
special.
bits of like footage that came out when you boys were building up to the
Up
World
the
Cup.
hill, the dune.
You know, up the hill when you all give it the walking up the hill. But even like in and amongst all the villages, like all you boys, I'm pretty sure I saw Penny Matawalu in with the mamas like
This was up in the dunes, sun's hot, and he's been on his beanie. Wearing his beanie.
How long was it? How long were you guys there for?
In Tavini?
Yeah.
Just 1 week.
1 week.
1 week, yeah.
That's quite a long time though, to be like sleeping on the floor and all of that. Stino, let's start with you. What was the single best moment of the World Cup for you?
When we sing a hymn song, we had this theme song that we sing when we win or any time of the day, and it's so special that song.
That's your favourite bit?
Yeah.
Stino, what was the song? Give it to us, boys. Get it? Okay.
Tauratu ng bulan ninonan daw sota Moray bekali bei mo ng bulan Benringit situ nai rola ni mura Budini kilama budeyena wakamata
Beautiful, boys, beautiful.
This is it though. It's just like heart and soul.
It is, and it's so harmonious, and it's like, if it was sort of English people, it'd be 54 beers. You'd be like,
Shut up.
Okay. I don't argue. Old flower has gone over there.
So over the years, you know, you look at every single international side, there's a brilliant Fijian in it.
Yeah.
And, you know, losing a lot of Fijians to other countries, do you think Fijian Drua now means that the younger kids will want to play for Fijian Drua, then also continue playing for Fiji, and you won't lose as many athletes and players?
Yes. Now, like before, when the Fiji team comes together, like we go back to the basics, just like before. Not like now, professional. We have a Fijian draw, professional environment. Like when the overseas boys come and meet us, like we're on the same level.
Give a quick word on Simon Rawalui.
No, yeah, he's a good man.
The way he approaches players, so professional. Yeah, he's a good man. He's like says stuff in a way that we learn. Like we learn from, instead of just like barking at us.
Yeah,
and
like Vern.
Sorry, Vern. Yeah, he's a top man.
How important was it that he understood, as you were all saying, he knew how to talk to you, and you've had a succession of foreign coaches who before, and suddenly you've got somebody, you know, who knows the exact words and understands what it means to be Fijian and to represent your country.
He once was a player, and he's a Fijian, so everything that goes around the group, he once has got through that too. So everything he says or acts, he knows what's going on in the squad. So yeah.
Let's get Serevi involved. Because when I turned up to the Fijian hotel, he gave me the old like that, and sanga. And I had to go and sit with the elders at the front, and they gave me the grog, but it was very thick. When was this? After the Fiji-England game. No, you boys were out on the piss.
Well, you came after we left it.
Sanga, I was there, and you boys were out till 6 in the morning. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I was like, fuck. And everyone says, no, the grog, you know, it chills you out, it makes you feel tired. No, it's 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. You're gonna fall asleep. I'm like, hey, the grog is making you sleepy? No, it's fucking 6 in the morning. And Nico's like, come on, baby, stay. And I'm like, Nix, I'm going back to the ship. And okay, I'm gonna stay. And I was like, fuck, you have too much grog. No, it's fucking, look at the time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'll do that to you.
Right, we've got some quick fire questions. You ready? Happy to go with these? Best teammate you've ever had? Best teammate you've ever had?
Mine would be Ben Matol.
Nix's brother.
Masi. You say for Masi?
They're from the same village.
You? Shit. Someone you wish you had been teammates with from another team that you could have been teammates with.
Aaron Smith.
Aaron
Oh,
Smith.
good one.
Legend.
Yeah.
Good boy, eh?
He's a good boy.
Well, George Bauer and...
Yeah, they lived together. We had George Bauer on.
Hey, George Bauer, what a lovely bloke, eh? Good
Legend.
man, eh? Favourite World Cup moment?
Mine will be beating Australia.
Being Australia.
Yeah.
Making my debut for the World Cup.
Nice.
Worst World Cup moment?
Losing to England in the quarters.
And then looking up and seeing James Haskell with his top off like this.
Get down from there, man.
You did go in this say one
Losing to Portugal.
Losing
Yeah.
Portugal.
That was the game we could have won.
And you
But
also
we lost.
thought you had been knocked out the World
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
That's
That's
amazing.
massive. Yeah.
Who's leading the charge on the social side at Barbars?
I'd say Penny, Ravai. That guy can drink, man. Penny.
Yeah.
Mine will be the skipper.
Alan Wynne Jones? Alan Wynne Jones,
Alright.
has he been going for it, is he?
He goes hard on the beers, man.
Because he gets you free beers as well, though. Yeah.
King of Wales.
Describe going out in Wales with Alan Wynne Jones when you walk into a bar and they don't know that Alan Wynne Jones has just walked in, and then suddenly they see it. What's it like?
We tuck our wallets back in our pockets.
Your brown paper bag back
Yeah.
in the bag.
Envelope.
God.
And he'll be like, he was saying this to the bartenders.
If you could pick one other sport to play, any other sport, what would it be?
American football.
Yeah.
I'll just-
Position?
It's just a kicker. I just go in and kick, come back.
That's a good one.
And earn 12 million.
You know?
Basketball. Yeah.
And then last thing, starting this end, one thing you could not live without. And you can't say family.
My phone.
Your phone.
Rugby ball?
You?
Yeah.
No, you boys get away. I've seen, like Nico used to tell me, it doesn't matter. You don't need a rugby ball. Just
Bottle,
they're like a bottle,
Coconut.
or a coconut, anything.
style t-shirt,
For you, what could you not live without?
probably money.
Sadly, that is all the time we've got left for this week. A very special Fijian podcast, as we always are, but with some of the legends. As always, thank you to Ryan and to Max, but also huge thanks, Simi and Stino. And yeah, the future of Fijian rugby is bright.
Naka.
More or nothing.